This week's journey is long, the views are endless, and the adventure, oh, it's just getting started. My name's Keegan Jasper, and welcome to Baja.
Alright guys, so now that we're settled for the first night of coming here into Baja, I want to kind of go through some stuff that is absolute necessities that I usually bring on short trips like this. Some of the things that I tend to bring with me in abundance is water. Make sure you have as much water as humanly possible. I've got like about 5 or 6 of these. Make sure you bring a lot of water with you. Another really good thing to bring with you, obviously, is extra fuel. Sometimes, you know, gas stations can be unreliable, and if you just so happen to find one that's under construction or something and you can't get gasoline or fuel there, you need to have something extra, especially when you're out in remote areas. Extra water too, like I said before, I mean, I have so many of these water jugs in here that are drinkable water. This is completely filled with 5 gallons of drinking water just in case I run out of that. Now, you can't see it down here because all my stuff's situated up top, but obviously you're gonna want some sort of tent. I am fortunate enough to have a rooftop tent, so all of my stuff, like my sleeping bag and my pillow and all of my stuff that I would have when I'm sleeping at night is already up there and ready to go. So something super important to have on you at all times, especially when you're with other people, is some sort of strap to get you out of any situation. Now, this specifically is going to be getting us out of sand, stuff like that. As you'll see here in a second, I'm with my buddy and he's got a pretty large van that's pretty heavy. So sometimes, you know, if we get in the wrong spot, we'll have to pull him out and or pull me out. It just depends on where we're at. But with how heavy his stuff is, we just have to be prepared for everybody, right? And if you get stuck, you want to make sure you have something to get yourself out. You're going to want one of these, an axe to chop down some wood. And this device here is a little burner. So any burner is going to work. Any burner you can end up affording or whatever you want to use. You just top it onto a little propane tank, and then you can use this burner to really heat up anything, pans, pots, a lot of different things. I have another bigger burner that I use for most of what I do, but it takes up more propane. So another thing is wipes. Now, this is obviously something that everybody's got to do. Everybody's got to use the bathroom. So bring wipes. Make sure you're prepared to have to go to the bathroom if you're off grid, whatnot. And speaking of which, a shovel, super important, right? Dig yourself a hole, do your business. It's also really nice if you need to dig yourself out of a situation that you're being pulled out of or that you're stuck, right? One thing a lot of people don't really remember when they go on big trips or think about until last second is how to keep their food fresh, how to keep their food cold and refrigerated the entire time. Usually what people do is they'll go buy a cooler, they'll put some ice in it and throw their food on top. And that usually does the trick, but the hard part about that is your ice, especially in really hot climates like this, will melt super quick. So you'll have to constantly be refreshing with ice almost every day, and it just makes it a hassle. So one thing that makes it super simple and a super easy switch over solution from instead of your regular cooler to a different idea is an electric cooler. Right here is my cooler. So this is the Anker SOLIX Everfrost 2 electric cooler. But with this one, it's super cool because while you're driving, you can keep it charged up at 100%, but also when you turn it off, it immediately starts pulling power off of this little bank right here. And it's just an external power supply that comes with this electric cooler. And that way you don't have to worry about plugging it into anything or draining batteries for anything else. So a lot of people want to know how much can you fit in this, and I'm going to show you what I bring with me. Usually what I'll do is I like to meal prep because I like to eat pretty clean. So this entire bag is full of little single serving meat packets that I can just reheat, and usually they're good for a couple days, if not 5 days. And so that's what I'll eat for lunch and dinner. I know it's kind of boring, but that's just how I eat things. And then sometimes I treat myself. I will bring a steak or something like that. I've eaten all my steaks in the last couple of days, so I don't have any with me. So as you can see, besides my food, I have so many beverages. I am an energy drink fiend. I love energy drinks. I love my protein shakes to keep myself nice and up on my protein. I like my hydration drinks as well. But out here, water is the most important. So I have about 5 of these inside the vehicle at all times. It's super important. I like to keep one of these in the fridge on rotation because it keeps it cool. And then for a little bit later, I can't quite tell you what this is, but you know what this is. Some fun stuff. So yeah, anyway, that is all I keep in here. So nowadays we rely a lot on devices to keep ourselves going. We rely a lot on GPS and mapping to where we're going. We rely on emergency contact, right? And just having that safety and peace of mind. So one thing to keep everything charged, your laptops, your phones, if you are like me and have a camera and like to enjoy photography and videography, keeping those batteries charged, everything charged along the way, is to bring along a portable power station. And this one right here is the Anker SOLIX C1000. It's their portable power station. It is something that keeps me charged up along the way the whole time. So when I do need to refresh my batteries for the camera, or if I need to keep my phone charged the entire way because I'm mapping everything as we go, or if I need to turn on my Starlink because I need to access internet since I don't have service in most of the places I go, then I can plug that directly in to the AC port right here. And then just coming back to both right here, this is where I can plug in this cord that's plugged into the back of my car. I can plug this in straight to here if I absolutely need to. Usually when that would happen is if I'm sitting around for 4 or 5 days and this internal battery bank that it has on it has drained to almost nothing and I haven't been able to recharge it. So likely what I would do is I would plug in this here to this and keep it recharging, and it should recharge the entire internal battery bank. And then that way this drains, this keeps everything refrigerated, and everything's all happy. So one of the last things I bring is a smaller version of what you saw with the C1000. This is a C300 DC. It's super portable, super easy to just take with you wherever you go. Mostly what I do with this is I take this on hikes and I'll just pack it in. It's not super heavy. So, and the thing that this benefits for me on this trip specifically is it leaves the C1000 to keep things charged like the Starlink and to keep my fridge charged. And that way I don't drain that battery too much. So if I do need to charge my phone or charge small devices or something like that, or just have any small device that needs to be plugged in, this is ideal. And this I can kind of take anywhere I want. With that C1000, it's a little bit heavier, a little bit bulkier. I tend to just keep it in the vehicle. This, I can just grab this handle and just go. So super easy. On to the next spot.
After our first couple days in Baja, we make the trek down to meet up with some of our friends at a unique spot further south. The group has been out here for over 2 months and has run low on their beverage supply. Luckily, I came prepared to save the day with some cold drinks straight from the cooler. After a quick breakfast and early morning swim, we say our goodbyes to our new friends while Zach and I head off to begin making our way back north.
You already have a fire, dude?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. Come on. Let's go. No, but really, you hungry?
Yeah, let's do it. I could eat.
All right, let me see what I got. I think I was showing the camera earlier what I bring with me, and they were pretty pleased to see my assortment of drinks. So this is probably a good time to cheers, shall we? And no better way to cheers than stay drinking your protein. Protein shake, protein shake.
Okay, so after one final night of using this, it's at 12%. We've had Starlink on almost every night for a couple hours, and I've been recharging my laptop with this for that amount of time. For just to get down to 12, it's pretty crazy. But today we're going to have to stop somewhere, get this recharged up, have it full for the way back home. Doesn't take long. Usually you just sit down for breakfast somewhere in a cafe, and by the time you're having breakfast, it's most of the way charged up.
Our first stop in making our way back north is a local cafe to get the C1000 recharged for the final stretch home. And just like that, we're back on the road, driving into the evening as the sun sets, preparing for the crossing back over to the States in the morning.
This place is so cool. It has been great. Birds off into the sunset, giving us one last little goodbye. And then we're peacing out. So we're gonna make food. It's gonna get dark. This is it.